back, stacked it. I miss Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time after. It's a cop match, imagine. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Uh-oh. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Hoping I ain't lose religion, text some prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, musty yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, safe to say the man got me on. Can you hear me? Hear me now? Can you hear me? Hear me now? Can you hear me? Hear me now? Can you hear me?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover two because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Jackson on second down. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's McKinnon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Hot.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Hot.
On second down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Spins away. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. McKinnon. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. That escapes the sand. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the... That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson now, looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Allen. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll A gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now Allen again. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of a gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They run it with McKinnon. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 33 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. To throw on second down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On third down, Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go with Chubb on second down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Allen now operating from the gun. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He dumps it off to Drake. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Allen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll be incomplete with a seconds remaining now. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard match, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Allen on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them.
Right,
brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
3-19. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
A give. This is Chubb. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
to throw. Throwing on first down. Allen hit. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Green 39! Green 39!
Allen hit. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now in Miami. Here again is McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
To throw, it's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Position for this life can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that